what is all that for?
This?
Yeah.
Baby, I got wood. I got good wood. This is wood for, let's see, what do we call it? Our noisemaker?
A noisemaker?
Our heavy hitter? Our big producer? Do you know what it's for?
The generator.
Oh, that's right. You guys haven't seen it. We bought a 7.5 kW Westerbeeke rebuilt generator. So the motor is rebuilt. The whole power head is brand new. Brand new. So we have 2 weeks to get a shelf, which we'll show you, in the engine room built. Fiberglass to the hull, the plywood tabbed into the hull to hold it in place, and the helm, all the electronics pulled off, the steering out, the shift cables out, the pedestal out. Then I got to cut all the Sikaflex holding the, I've got the hiccups, holding the floor down out so we can lift the floor out, remove the bimini and the solar, so the guys in 2 weeks can put the generator from out here somewhere into there somewhere.
Oh boy.
So I'm just picking a number, and that looks good. We'll cut this wood here and see what happens.
Is your square not square anymore?
No, it's square enough. I gotta cut some wood. You want wood?
How many more pieces do you need?
A lot. So we'll take this down and we'll see how it fits. I know I'm gonna have to remove one screw, which we'll get the screw gun and move some wire. We'll see how this fits, and if it fits, well, we'll screw it in place and see what happens. So, how about this? I'll meet you guys down in the bowels of the boat. We'll see if this fits, and I'll explain what I'm gonna do. We'll see if I measured right. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is back here, there's the old platform that used to be here. There's still a piece of wood that's bolted through the bulkhead. This is where the washing machine and the sink for the master head's going to go. There used to be a floor right in here, and if you look, like here, in here, there used to be 2x4s that ran from here in to here. We're going to do exactly that. There's one here, here, and here. We're going to do that and run it back in. Fiberglass that in, and then build this up to a level where this line is. We're going to basically put a piece of plywood in here. Fiberglass the plywood up into the hull and screw it down into this frame. And at that point, this thing we could park a car on. because this is a stringer for the boat that's holding the boat together. So it's going to disperse the weight forward and aft. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah. So now I'm going to go find some screws and screw this board in. Make sure it's plumb back there and plumb back here. And then we'll take some measurements running this way, and we'll have to cut the 2x to figure out what the angle of the hull is and get them to set right down in here. Then we'll screw them in. And then we'll have to pull these out, and all this bilge paint that we put in here, I have to sand down. So, got to get down to raw fiberglass so we can lay fiberglass. Not fun. So, first things first, we got to cut some boards and get them looking perfect. So, let me get this board screwed into place. Then we'll go to step 2. Sitting here, do you know what's scary?
No.
Right underneath my butt, about that far away, is salt water. It's just freaks me out a little bit.
Better not put too many holes in then.
Ah. All right, there's those 2. And then once this is done, we'll come in, we'll clean it, and bilge paint again. All right, so the test. It holds.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So now you got to take measurements to line them up.
Now, what I have to do, I'll start off with this long one. Let's just cut one 2 foot and see what happens. Now you're going to see me get a little upset when I start burning through 2x4s because I cut it too short or too long. So, let's go cut one 2 foot, then we'll see what we can do to mark the angle of the hull. See if I have some tricks up my sleeve for that one. So let's go cut a 2x2 foot. I have this nifty tool that's this.
I remember you using that. That's not my brand new Sharpie, is it?
Probably. I found it.
On the table?
I can't remember. He
Gets me more dull Sharpies.
Try and give you as much room as I can here. So, we'll come up and basically draw. Like that. And that's our hull. So if I theoretically cut that, it should just set right down into place.
Aren't you so freaking smart?
Careful. We'll see first. Let's cut this and see if it actually fits. Okay. So if you remember, when I laid this up here, I measured it out. $20 says I've got to cut that much off it. So, or not. So that's a little low.
Looks like you maybe just have to cut the top.
I've got a notch right in here. Let it sit down in.
Well, you have my marker there, so you can just, you know.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I have to go buy another one.
You what?
I love you.
So now we've got to take right in through here and notch all that out. Then hopefully it'll sit down flat.
Is that a level?
Yeah, it's still high.
How's it high? Explain, Lucy.
Well, I will. Let me screw this in and I'll show you.
Well, if it's still high, I mean, that's an easy fix. You just go in and trim a little bit more down.
If this edge and this edge see?
Yeah. So why can't you just trim it down just a little bit more?
What I have to do is notch this out a hair more.
I can't see you.
Notch this out a little more.
Yeah.
Then trim all this down.
That's easy fix.
Yep.
I'd rather it be too much than not enough.
Yep.
Because you could always make it smaller. You can't make it bigger.
Yep. So, I think I'm going to call it quits.
For today.
Yep. Yep.
Let's go grab some Chinese for dinner.
What I might do is move it down and put it right there. I'll have to think about
I don't know
this
how
one.
that would fit because your notch would move.
It would. I can show you. So, I move this down to like this, to where the notch will fit. Cut this, and it'll probably sit down. Because this is higher than this.
You want to try it, Lucy?
Not right now.
That would be an easy fix because all you could have to do is cut off the side.
Yep. In the worst case, I've got a template. I can always make another one.
Yep.
All right.
Trial and error.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go get some dinner.